Hi, this is Den from Den and Denim, and I've got a fun little episode for today. I'm going to review some Levi's commercials. Now, I've got this playlist full of lots of commercials. Send me a link if you want me to add something to it. But I've also made this special playlist of only 5 videos that cover vintage items. So, some historical item on the garment that they paid tribute to. But the funny thing about most of these commercials, about 4 of them, is that they came out in the early 90s, before the vintage line was even made. One of them comes from 2006, but I'll show you which pairs they're talking about. Also have episodes about these pairs. Let's get into it. Big special shout out to my Patreon peeps. Thank you guys so much. If you're a member, it's $1 a month. That'll get you commercial-free episodes a week at least before they premiere, plus lots of extra features. But subscribing and watching is also really helping out the channel. Thanks, guys. Here's a campfire video. This one's going to feature the crotch rivet. Now, this is just some good fun, nice storytelling visually of the Western scene. But story goes, this really happened to CEO of Levi's Bob Haas back in the 1940. Apparently this thing, he was free balling and the crotch rivet heated up next to a campfire. Burned his willy. He jumps up and says, "No more crotch rivets." I mean, the truth of it is that it's probably just a material use. Anyways, really funny one to start off with. Now, this commercial is about a story of the tow rope jeans. I talked about this in the 1933 501 episode, but this really happened where a guy towed another car using a pair of Levi's in between. Of course, this one changes the theme of this story, and the guy in the Type 3 is obviously the cool one, and there's always some little weird homoeroticism in 1980s and 90s Levi's commercials. Talk about that in another episode. And yeah, committing adultery is more fun. There we go, the tow rope shot. That guy's a loser anyways, probably abusive relationship. Who cares? And we're done. Okay, the tow rope story in a new light. There we go. This is the Michael Gondry one. It's super artsy. 1995, I believe it came out, just a year before the vintage line dropped. But you can see that these jeans have all 3 fasteners. 1933 pairs probably. Could be 27s though. But you can see it's very Dust Bowl-ish. Everything's falling apart. And the episode idea is to pay tribute to the 5th pocket and all the things you can put in there. I think Levi's has the money to shoot great commercials like this. Let directors experiment. It's fun. 90s was all about safe sex, so this isn't shocking in any way. But I do love the conception of what you put in your 5th pocket is kind of your own business. It's unwritten California law that cops can't search you there. Of course, in the 1930s and 40s, they had Nutrix condoms, which contained radium. At that point, you would want to be concerned. Right, here he is. You see, suspender buttons. And then she's going to come running down wearing a pair of Levi's with no belt loops, just suspenders. Took women till the 40s. Oh, no, she isn't. There we go. Abused ever since. All right, here's the 1922 episode where we talk about belt loops. Now, I've only made the thumbnail for this, but I'm going to do the episode. Yes, apparently Levi's invented belt loops, and they don't even care to take credit for it. But we have this college football game. Never really seen this old football played well. That movie Leatherheads just didn't live up to it. Oh, you see suspender buttons going on. Very Americana marshmallow. And this dog just stealing the show here. Very Little Rascals, Ash. Yeah, here we go. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, more suspender buttons. Because I'm not going to show the product that hasn't been invented yet. But yeah, your pants fall down without belt loops. Here's my favorite Levi's ad. Just a gorgeous example of the cinch. This is an 1890s pair. You can see one pocket and a brown leather patch. There we go. It's just so classic. It's really all you need is your Levi's. You've got them. Easy come, easy go with the rest. Look at how beautiful that looks. And he's wearing them so well. I mean, I'll be honest, it's really showing you that jeans go with everything, and they have ever since. And that old West style that we're kind of trying to emulate. Again, 1890, my favorite fit. Favorite overall jean. 66 still my favorite fit. But I love them both. I gained a little too much weight to even use my cinch now, but you know. Wonderful commercial. Know that it's a song from 2006. So this one, the vintage line was around. They could have done it for that. I hope to do another episode like this and maybe a live stream going through the whole playlist of them. Send me other videos that you think should be in the commercials, and I'll do them. This has been Den. Thanks. Have a wonderful day, guys. Love your jeans.